What's up guys, it's Aisha
and Tom,
and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is a long awaited video. This is the infamous how do we meet tag. A lot of you guys have requested it and I know it's taken a long time, but we appreciate your patience, and today was a perfect day for us to go ahead and sit down and film this video for you guys. It might be a long one, so grab a snack, and if you are interested in seeing how Tom and I met, then please keep watching. Alright guys, I have all the questions here on my phone. So first question, where did we meet?
Well, there's a couple ways to answer that. The first way would be online, right? We were both on OkCupid. She stood out right away. As soon as I saw her, I immediately messaged her. Well, not immediately. I had to think of something semi-funny to say. I don't even know what I said, but I think something about your tacos or bowling, or like, let's go bowling or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in my profile I mentioned that I like cooking tacos, or asked something about like what you're good at or something like that.
Yeah, I think I make a pretty good taco.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I like kind of that little bit of modesty, but like she seems genuine. I don't know, so. Yeah.
So then I also had something in there about how much I like to bowl. So I think his first message was something like, yeah, I don't know, something kind of cheesy.
It was definitely cheesy. Part of it was like I felt like it was a long shot. You know, she was a looker. So it was definitely something cheesy. Like, hey, like I wanted to minimize any time. Yeah, this is funny because I wanted to try to minimize any time between like flirting online and just like meeting up, and you know, I like to get straight to the in-person interview.
Yeah.
But I guess as we'll see later, it took a little bit of time.
Yeah. So a little bit of backstory. When I started my profile for online dating, I had recently just kind of ended a relationship and also was studying for my boards. So it was a busy time for me. I was like, I knew I wanted to start dating. I had interest in dating again, but it wasn't 100% my focus. Studying for boards was. So like I put the profile out there to kind of get my feet wet, and yeah, so I think Tom was ready to really start dating and meeting whoever he reached out to. And
yeah, I was maybe, 3 or 4 months ahead of you or something. I wasn't that far out of a relationship, but yeah. So that coupled with what it seemed to be a long shot, I just kind of fired it away, and it wasn't too disappointed that, you know, she didn't really respond or anything. It was like, oh well, give her my shot or whatever. So. Yeah.
So then finally I think I did respond, but he was like wanting to meet right away. Yeah. And I think that I kind of was turned off by that, because I was like, okay, first message, let's just kind of get to know each other a little bit, not like, oh, let's set a date with a cheesy one-liner. I don't know. I was just like, no. And so I think I snapped back a little bit with that, and he probably thought I was like a bit bitchy or something like that.
I think we went back. I think we were playful at first, like a little back and forth, but then I think you said something like, you know, like, can we talk about serious stuff? Or I think I was like trying to, you know, make jokes and make her laugh and stuff. And then she said something like, I don't know, like, you know, if we meet up or something, like, can we talk about some serious stuff or something like that? And I was like, oh, okay. And then I think you said something like sorry, like, I'm studying for my boards and stuff, and I don't know if that came across the right way online or something like that. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, I think so. That was like early June, right? When you first messaged me. And then, no, sorry, not early June.
Maybe?
Late May, sorry. It was late May, and when he first messaged me. And then I get that sometimes when you're online dating, it's better to just get the first date out of the way. That way you're not wasting a lot of time just online. So, you know, first date, you'll know how much more you want to invest in this person. So I think that's what Tom was trying to get at. And because I had so much going on, I was just trying to get my toes wet. I was actually more of trying to converse online before we met in person.
And to be clear, I wasn't like, yo, like, you want to Netflix and chill or anything type meetup. It was like, you know, I wanted to grab a drink and meet this girl in person and kind of present my best self, I guess. So.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I guess I kind of felt like he was moving too fast, but probably had I not just gotten out of a relationship, I wouldn't have felt that way. But because I was just kind of like, trying to get my feet wet, didn't really feel like being bothered just yet, and studying for boards, I just wanted something a little slower. But anyway, so we speed up to like right before we're about to meet. I don't think we ended up trying to make dates for the next month or so, and like a lot of stuff kept coming up, I guess on my end. And then one time he was out of town. I think he went to your family's cottage, and then I was in Michigan, so it's like we were kind of always like unable to kind of set a date. So then, sorry, there's like fire alarms. So then Tom asked if we could become friends on Facebook, because I guess he started getting suspicious that I was like not who I said I was.
Yeah, if there's any guys watching this out there, you'll know that there's a lot of catfish online, especially in some of the more like Tinder, or I don't know what the other ones are, Hinge or whatever. You start to see, you know, if you see like a really attractive girl that's all of a sudden like interested in you or whatever, I'm like, So I was like, I thought it was a little too good to be true, because look at her, you know. So I was like, you know, and then like I kept getting like what I thought were just kind of like excuses, like, okay, either she's not really that into me, or this is just not a real person and she doesn't want to be, you know, seen in person or whatever. So I started kind of asking a little bit for proof, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, friends on Facebook or something, or, you know, take a picture with a spoon on your nose or something. You know, something that a catfish couldn't do, you know.
Yeah. So then I ended up, I think, accepting his Facebook friend request, and then also sending him another photo. And then he had the nerve to tell me that he felt like the pictures were different.
It didn't look like it. The picture she sent me looked like you were like from Iran or something, in the Middle East. I don't know
how he got that, but then I got kind of annoyed, because I'm like, why would I send you, first off, why would I send you two different photos of two different people?
Right.
But then also I knew I wasn't a catfish, so it was just like funny, or actually annoying to me, that somebody else thought that I was. And then he said that he'd been catfished in the past, so he was just like nervous about it. Come to find out, he actually had never been catfished. He was just saying that was
a lot. I think at that point I was just like trying to get a reaction out of her, like, okay, maybe this will kind of challenge her a little bit or something, like, you know, do you want to meet up or not, or kind of like, I don't know, put the ball in her corner.
Yeah.
Who knows? Probably wasn't good strategy, but it ended up working.
It worked eventually. I passed my boards, and so my mind was free and clear of that. I finally just felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulders, and so yeah, I was finally ready to meet him. So I think about a week after we became Facebook friends, we finally met up in person and we had our first date.
Yeah, it went off well, and then we said, hey, let's meet up that weekend, and then it kind of, we went on, I don't know, 8 or 9 dates or something, and then we finally made it official that we'd start dating.
Yeah. So yeah, that's officially how we met. So I think that's it. We can move on to question number 2. That was a long-winded question. So when did you meet the parents? Like, it says, when did you meet my parents? So I guess that means, when did we meet each other's parents? So we began officially dating, so July 9th was our first date. We became official August 24th. So I would say, I remember your parents came over here.
Who met who first? I think I met your dad first.
Oh yeah. So my dad was in town like randomly, and Tom and I already had dinner date had a dinner date planned, and my dad was in town randomly, and so then I kind of like threw it at him like, my dad's in town randomly. I didn't plan this, but do you want to meet him? And Tom was like, yeah.
All right, let's
like,
do it.
if you're comfortable with that, then I'm comfortable with that. So that was before I even moved in with Marissa. So that was pretty early on. I would say August, September, maybe sometimes late September. I would say that was in late September when you officially met my dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't really remember when I met Tom's parents, but I don't know how long after that.
I don't remember either. I think it was like brunch or something.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
They came over here, and we had like a beer or whatever.
Oh.
But yeah, it wasn't at brunch or anything. They came over here. They were in town probably to see your sisters, and then they stopped by to meet me. And I really don't remember how far into the relationship it was. It wasn't that long into the relationship. I wouldn't say it was longer than 3 months into our official.
It was that fall.
Oh, it was in the fall. Oh yeah.
Or late fall, maybe.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we don't know how long it was, but no more than 3 months after officially becoming a couple. So something like that. When and where was our first kiss?
Our first kiss was at I forget what the place is called, but it's that arcade in River North or whatever. There's like an arcade, like an adult, like a Dave and Buster's type thing.
Yeah.
And we played like kind of different games competing with each other, and then the last game was one of those like big Jurassic Park things where you like pull back the curtain and like go and sit in this thing and like shoot dinosaurs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, I just puckered up and said, "Oh, I don't even think I said anything, did I?
You said, I've been waiting to kiss you all night.
Okay.
Oh no, you went in for a kiss, and then you said, I've been waiting to do that all night.
There you go.
So yeah, it was pretty much at an arcade inside a little private game booth. And it was awesome. Who said I love you first?
I did. And first time I said it first of anybody, I knew it. I just felt it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom said I love you, I would say within a month of us becoming official?
No.
Or 2 months? Yeah,
2 months.
Yeah. So we had in total known each other about 5 months. Because we dated, or we met for the first date, like I said, in July. We became official in August. I would say like
November, maybe. Late October.
September, October. Yeah, something like that. It was before I moved in with Marissa because I was still in the old apartment. But anyway, Tom said it first.
Yeah.
And then I think I said it like a month later or something like that. Were you getting a little anxious about me not responding? I can't remember.
A little bit. I think it was like more like 6 weeks.
That it took me?
Yeah.
To say.
Because I had never said it first, and I was like, oh, okay. At first I was like, you know what, I'm just going to say it. I don't care if you say it back, blah, blah, blah. But then I think after like 5 or 6 weeks, I was like kind of sweating it out, and then you said it. So it felt really good.
Thank you. Where was our first date?
Our first date was at the Scout on a Thursday, which is it's just like a bar, restaurant, kind of a sports, kind of sportsy.
Yeah.
We just got drinks and I think appetizers. It was kind of near her place. I got there first. I remember she walked in and it was just like, oh. She had on like jeans and kind of like a bright green kind of, I don't know what you call that, billowy kind of top or whatever. But like summery thing.
I think the jeans were green.
Oh, was the jeans green?
The jeans were green and the top was like this like tribal kind of print.
Okay.
Tank
top.
Top.
Something green. But anyway, she lit up the room and she walked in. She was even more beautiful in person, which isn't always true for some people.
Aww.
So she
Thank you, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Scout in Chicago, South Loop. That's it. What eye colors do you wish I had? What kind of question is that?
It's a dumb question.
Yeah. I'm happy with Tom's beautiful, what are they?
Kinda
Greenish
light brown. Light brown, I'd say.
Yours?
Yeah.
They have some green
Maybe a
in
tad.
there.
Maybe a tad.
Yeah, it has like green in there. I'm happy with his eye colors.
Yeah.
I mean color. Do you
Same.
wish I had a different eye color?
No.
Okay, moving on. What's a food that I don't like and a food that I do like?
Do I answer for you?
Yeah.
You do like hot sauce.
I do like hot sauce.
If that's a food. Generally just kind of like healthy kind of paleo-ish food.
Mm-hmm. What's something I don't like?
You don't like. You're not a big, I guess, beer fan. Does that count? You don't really like heavy sweets or like fruit juice or like I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Food that Tom doesn't like. Tom doesn't really like cheese.
Yeah.
He'll eat things with cheese in it, but he doesn't seek out like cheese.
Yeah.
And food that he does like, he likes juice, like fruit juice. But he also likes like cinnamon rolls. I think that's one of his.
I do like cinnamon rolls. Yeah.
He likes cinnamon rolls. Okay. What is my shoe size? Intimate question. No.
I'm gonna guess 7 or 7.5.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 athletic shoes, 9.5 dress shoes.
Got it. What are my weird customs?
Weird customs. I'm trying to
Like
think.
just one thing that I do weird.
I probably don't notice it anymore. I'm trying to think back in the beginning.
Didn't you say I did something with my mouth? Like, was that you?
No, everybody else says that, but I didn't notice it or something.
Oh, okay.
You do kind of chew your tongue a little bit sometimes.
I do.
Kind of when you're like tinkering or working on something.
Yeah. I get it from my dad. He chews his tongue. Something weird that Tom does.
Where to begin?
This is like, I haven't noticed it as much anymore. But when we first started dating, I noticed that whenever he'd walk, he'd like look around.
I was like kind of like, where am
Every
I?
step he's like looking. So when he walked, it's kind of like. But I was just telling him like yesterday that I haven't noticed that in a while.
Yeah.
I'll have to be on the lookout for it again. But yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I've noticed. What would I eat every day if I could?
Probably like eggs. I feel like if you had to pick one, I don't know, for breakfast, you seem to make those a lot.
Yeah, I like eggs.
Right.
I think if you could eat something every day, it would be Domino's gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere, but I love that. I love that pizza.
Yeah, it's good. What am I good at?
Let me count the ways, huh?
Oh, thanks, babe.
Aisha's good at she's good at her job. I can tell. She's got a fountain of medical knowledge. Yeah. She's a good runner. You're a good runner.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of also creative. You got a creative side, as evidenced by this blog. She does most of the creative work behind it. So.
Thanks. All right, what's Tom good at? Tom is good at staying focused, I would say. Like, a lot of times he's able to work from home because his job's just kind of set up that way. So, like, he doesn't take working from home as, like, a fun day. He works the whole time that he stays at home. So sometimes when If ever I'm off of work and he's working from home, for me, I'm like, oh, is it gonna be a fun day? And it's just like, nah. He gets his work done and he focuses on the task at hand. So I think that's really cool. Another thing that Tom is really good at that I love, and I think it's very characteristic of like successful, intelligent people, and that is whenever he doesn't know something, he'll take to the internet to kind of research it further. So if we're like, oh, what does this word mean? Instead of like me, I'm just like, I don't know it. I don't need to know it. Tom will like look it up to kind of figure out what he doesn't know about something. So I think that's really cool.
Well, thank you. It might annoy some people, but I'm glad it's good quality for you.
Yeah, I like it. What am I bad at?
What are you bad at?
Yeah.
I don't know. Video games. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not really bad at anything. I don't know.
Thank you. Only thing I would say Tom's bad at is cleaning dishes properly.
Yeah.
Before we moved in together, whenever I would come over, and if I would take a dish from the cabinet that's supposed to be clean, it would usually be gritty. Like 9 times out of 10, one of the cups that I get to get something out of would be gritty. And that's because Tom drinks a lot of smoothies and he puts like chia seeds in it, and chia seeds tend to stick to the glass. So sometimes before we moved in together, he would put like old like smoothie glasses into the dishwasher, expecting that the dishwasher was gonna
and go through like the heated dry, and so like it would just like accumulate on there, and you'd have to like so
definitely. It'd be a lot of crusty cups in the cabinet. So now I just wash the dishes so that we can eliminate ever having that issue. So yeah, I would say washing dishes. What kind of music do I like most?
I mean, you listen to a lot. I think I'd say like 90s R&B.
Yeah.
Like the classics, the golden age of R&B, especially female R&B.
Yeah.
Like that's the era.
Yeah. For Tom, I would say the music he likes the most is hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which song do I like most? I guess right now. Or what's my favorite song, I guess?
I mean, I know you like Thinking Out Loud, and that I always forget the guy that sings the other one. We just looked it up. Is it James Arthur or something?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
What is it even called now? I always forget the name of him and the name of the song.
How does it go? It's kind of like an Ed Sheeran song.
Yeah. So I don't know if that would really be considered one of my favorites. I can't remember. But Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran is definitely like a favorite of mine. What song does Tom like the most right now? Do you have one?
Like right now? No, I'd say, I mean, like, I'm a big fan, just like anytime, like, Let the Beat Build by Lil Wayne comes on, that doesn't seem to get old.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that we have really any all-time favorite songs that we listen to on repeat or anything like that, but we do have like playlists of like our favorite songs, so that would probably be on there for him. Which sport do I like?
I mean, track and field, or I guess just track growing up. In terms to watch, I don't know, would you say basketball or football?
I would say basketball, yeah. I like the NBA and I like going to NBA games, so I'd say basketball. For the boo-boos, I would say basketball as well. Yeah.
Followed by golf.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball first,
yeah. I feel like you have a fantasy league though for both, right? For basketball and football.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I played football though, but yeah, I'll watch football. Yeah. Probably the second favorite sport to watch.
Yeah. So basketball. Which sport team do I like most?
Sport team do you like the most? I'm probably gonna get this wrong. I don't know. Bulls?
Yeah, I'd say the Bulls. I'm a bit of a fair weather fan, so I'm in Chicago and I'm rooting for the Bulls. So yeah. For boo-boos, I'd say the Bears?
Probably the Bulls.
Yeah.
I also like I like the Vanderbilt teams, my alma mater, and then I got a high school friend that played basketball at UNC, so I always kind of keep tabs on them. Or if I'm ever doing like a bracket pick, I usually kind of have a little bias towards UNC. So.
Okay. Who is my best friend?
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
Ding ding.
Hands down.
And Tom's best friend is Jay.
Yeah.
And where does my family come from? I guess that means like the state.
Michigan, by way of Mississippi.
Yeah.
When your mom was like a child, like early age.
Yeah. Tom's family is locally grown from Illinois, Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. What I often do in my free time.
Watch vlogs. Watch like the Real Housewives, several Real Housewives. Just kind of, I guess, pamper yourself, like which is kind of something I learned from you. I don't know. I feel like I see the value in that now. Like just kind of taking care of yourself. You'll take a nice long shower, or I don't know, put lotion on or something. You know, just, I don't know, feminine stuff.
Yeah. In Tom's free time, he likes to watch basketball highlights.
Yeah.
I think lately he's been liking to catch up on this book he's been reading. What's the title of it?
Behave.
Yeah.
It's a mammoth. It's like 700 pages, but yeah.
So he's been really into that. And then, what else did he like to do? I think for a while he got into running, especially during the summer when it was warm outside. So
lately it's been basketball with
the
new gym membership. So
yeah, so basketball. So yeah.
Oh, and FIFA.
And FIFA.
Play FIFA on PS3 with Jay, who lives upstairs.
It's like a soccer game for those of you who don't know. Do I often make you angry?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We get I'd say, I don't know, passionate.
Yeah, we have passionate discussions, but I think that's
they're few and far between.
Yeah.
But to me, it shows we're both invested in the relationship. You know, like we want to see us succeed, and whereas you know, some people that aren't into a relationship, they just let things go or forget about them, knowing eventually they'll move on or whatever. Yeah, and leave.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sometimes we get angry with each other. So we're just being real. But yes, in most relationships, at some point there is anger involved.
You guys know.
So yeah. Last question. Which film do I like the most?
Probably gonna get this wrong. Bodyguard?
Ooh, that's a good one. Man, that's a good one. I hate these kind of questions because I have like a top 5, but
yeah.
I definitely feel like that's up there. I love The Bodyguard, so yeah, let's go with that. That's a great choice. For Tom, is it like The Departed?
Departed is good. You're close. It takes place in Boston. You probably don't know because I haven't watched in a while, but it is with Matt Damon. It was his breakout role.
We watched it.
Did we watch it together?
Yeah, him and Robin Williams.
Yeah, that one.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. I love that. It's just a great story. I don't know.
Yeah, we watched it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright guys, so that was the last question. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you feel like you've gotten to know us a little bit better. It was fun doing it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it was kind of a pop quiz.
Yeah.
So put on the spot, like, favorite movie?
Yeah. And it's kind of fun to relive like how you first met and just kind of going back, down memory lane or whatever. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up because it really does help the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the bell. That way you get notifications from us every time we upload. So yeah, I think that is everything I want to say.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Appreciate
for watching, guys. See you later.